A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Andy Dalton. Green brings it in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Cincinnati. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Passing. It's Dalton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So Dalton now. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
230. Right there, 56. Watch QB drop.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
59 mark, check, 59.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
All right, now, like 20.
56. Get that
50.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Back and turn.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Set. White 80.
56.
Easy. Middle. Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 56. Mike's
Back.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's the 6th-round pick from Oklahoma, Rodney Anderson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Dalton. Flushed out right. He's got Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And able to get a couple of... He's across the 40 to the 41.
By Devin Bush. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. White now to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one.
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
We got 4. Right here. Mike, 55.
Throwing again. Dalton. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Dalton here from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. This one caught by Ridley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Bengal first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Go for it, boys. Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain of the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, orbit. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now Roethlisberger. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
All right, now, 2:30. 56. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. One day. Check. Whirl. Lucky.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Airing it out, looking for... This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. For the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He completes it to Boyd. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw here, Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. The final act of the first half, Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
White 80.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's Conner. And an alley to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Dalton now to pass. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Passing, it's Dalton. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Tate's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Down to lose 1.
Here you go, 368.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability.
44. 44. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. 44. Here you go.
This will be Dalton again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
On first down, Connor. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And it's third down.
Wait!
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Here you go, can. Motion.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 9. 2 by 2. Move. 198.
Third down from the gun. Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
First down, Cincinnati.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's got Green. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
50. Black 30.
Check 56. All day, baby, all day.
Black.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So there he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Steelers capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 15 now. Dalton. Green brings it in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Hey, high 7. Here we go. No.
Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this. When that pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Sean Davis with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of the yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
3 down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring totally different.
They're on a nice early